Okay, so I want to do just a quick one. I'm going to try and do this quickly on how to work with images in specifically like a Windows form, right? So we've been working in these Windows forms all semester long, and so you might have, if you're scrolling through your common controls, you might have found, well, there's an image list, but the actual control I'm looking for, this is just me. If I'm looking for something in the fridge, I'll look and it's right in front of my face. This is so common for me. Yeah, but
You looking for?
aha, PictureBox. It is alphabetical order. I should realize that it is sorted by alphabetical order. Okay, so a lot of people got to this point and it's like, hey, I got this control called PictureBox, but how do I work with it? Now notice I've got my solution here, and I've got a project called images. That's what I'm working with. Let me go back to my design, and let me close these other windows I'm not working with. And so I went ahead and I downloaded some images on my computer. If I kind of open this file location, you can see I've got these images. Ultimately, this was on a repo that I pulled down from a former student, but basically I made these images available to all of you. And these are the images that I'm going to be working with. So here's like the path on my local computer where they exist. Okay, so you need to be able to get the images onto your local computer, and that's kind of like step one, is download the images. Get those images on your computer. And then you have the PictureBox control. You want to basically kind of do an import of these pictures. And so I'm going to choose an image for this. Now, all I'm really doing is getting these pictures imported. I'm not going to like hard code an image here. Of course, I could do that. But let me just basically get these into my project is what I'm doing. I'm importing them into my project. So I need to basically update my path, and I just pasted that path up in the bar right here. You can navigate to it if you know how, of course, just like anything else. But these are my images on my local computer. I just paste in that path, and there are my images. I'm going to highlight them all and click on Open. And you can kind of see if I just click on Charizard, well, now I've got Charizard in there. And that's step one. But you might notice what that did over here is I now have a properties resources file that did not exist before. Okay, so step one is to kind of get them imported. Now I really don't want to choose Charizard. And so I would choose none here. If I fire this up, I think that's still going to show my Charizard. Okay. I want to change that image. Let's go to properties and clear. There we go.
I mean, if you click project resource file and then click none, it does work.
Yeah. So, so now I've got my resources imported. And so what I'm really trying to do is through code, right? I want to through code specify that, I want to put this image or the other in that picture box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is the constructor for my form. And I'm going to name my picture box maybe, let's give it a name, PB Pokemon. And in the constructor, like really you're just, how do I, in C# code, set the image and there should be an image property equal to, and now that I've got the images over there, I'm going to say properties dot resources dot, there we go, Charizard. Okay, so once you get those images imported, you've got kind of this syntax to, well, there you go, there's Charizard, and there's another one. Whoop, culture is not valid option. So there's my other image. And that's how through code that you can kind of dynamically, you know, whatever you got to do, random number generator. So we got random numgen equals new random, int rando num equals numgen dot next, you know, pass it an integer. If rando number is 0, else if rando num is 1, else. So you gotta have some other logic to say, hey, you know, what image actually goes in there. So in one case it's that, in another case it's that, and in the third case we got Dratini, shiny. So booted up that time, we got Charizard. Let's see if I coded this in a way that's going to always be Charizard. Doesn't it look like it's always going to be Charizard? So let's do 0,2. So we got a minimum value and a max value that is exclusive. So let's do 3. So now we're getting some different Pokemon. Now that I've coded my random number generator, there you can kind of see, and there's our third one. Okay, so that's the coding syntax for working with images. We'll keep that one short. It's the shortest video ever, 7 minutes.